What is Dental Year? Dental Year is the leading marketing app in dentistry. Created by marketers, this resourceful platform helps your dental practice in a variety of ways. Content inspiration, real-time marketing ideas, tips on ROI with your current methods, fresh resources, and lots more.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Buzz. I'm your host, Brad, founder and chief buzz officer at Dentainment, also the creator of the Dental Year mobile app and Dental Times app. On a side note, before we get into today's topic, which is why your dental practice needs to be Instagrammable. If anyone is going to the Chicago Midwinter Conference next month in February in beautiful Chicago, would love to connect with you there. Please send me a DM or a message and let's get some Lumonati's deep dish pizza in Chi-Town. So back into today's topic for Buzz. It is why your dental practice needs to be Instagrammable. Today in the Boston Globe, there was a great article about Tend, which is a DSO group of practices on the East Coast. And they have, I think, 2 new locations in Boston. I highly recommend you to look up this article. And it's all about the practices being Instagrammable, right? Incredible decor, interior design, artwork, just from the website to the logo to the imagery, everything's epic. But really, it's this whole thought of looking forward to coming to the dentist, right? And they're getting a tremendous amount of free press around this whole Instagrammable vibe because it's well-deserved, but more importantly, they're getting a ton of patient-generated content. So it's usually called user-generated content. We call it patient-generated content. When someone walks into your practice, how are you getting them to become ambassadors for the practice without even trying, right? So we talk a lot about encouraging patients to check in at the office and letting friends know where they're at, right? That's important. Google reviews, Facebook likes, all those things are great. But getting patients who are very active in Instagram to take a selfie at your practice and tag your practice on Instagram, it's free and it's also scalable word of mouth. And you have to do it these days. So whether your practice is super modern and you recently got it designed or it's really old school, it doesn't matter. And the investment doesn't have to be ginormous, right? You have to rethink your reception area. Right? You could have beautiful couches, you could have a massage chair, you could have whatever it is, a coffee machine. This is not about you. This is about them. And how do you covertly and creatively create a selfie station? When I say covertly, meaning you don't want to write on the floor, this is your selfie station. You want to make sure it's so obvious that someone should sit there or stand there and ask your front office person to take a photo. Now, ways you could do this are through, I always default to smile quotes, right? So smile quotes are incredible. People love sharing quotes. Quotes are the number one thing shared on social media. So going with a smile quote is a no-brainer. And you could do that with a custom piece of artwork, or neon would be really interesting. I recently was at this incredible pizzeria, and on the outside it says, all you need is love and food, and food goes on and off at the neon, and you go inside. Right when you walk in, it says pizza lovers this way with an arrow. There's just great vibe in decor. Now, clearly the pizza is incredible, so you got to live up to the hype. I know you do, obviously, for clinical excellence, but having that Instagrammable vibe, especially in the reception area, is so important because you want to be getting patients posting all day about your practice without even knowing about it. Clearly, you're going to know, you're going to check your mentions, but without even asking, right? So the days of asking, no, you want to inspire. And so all of you are sitting on opportunities, right? Some of you have game-worn memorabilia, music stuff, like really cool stuff at the office, which is super interesting for people to look at. But I encourage you to have a little bit of pivot in your thinking, go, this wall right here is kind of empty and boring and blank. Why don't we commission one of our patients who's an incredible artist, or go online and find someone on Etsy, or go on Amazon and buy a neon sign, whatever it is, but get something, a bold statement. So when someone walks in your practice and and looks at the wall and they go, I got to get a picture. Right? It's so obvious now. You look at the most successful hotels and restaurants and local businesses around the world, they have one thing in common, and it's being Instagrammable. So thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Buzz. If you create an Instagrammable vibe at your dental practice, well, you'll without question be a wizard of buzz. Take care.
If you're looking for more reach, engagement, and conversion with your dental practice marketing, download the Dental Year app today.